Hey everybody, just wanted to catch you before the video starts. I ran into a little bit of trouble with my Tonneau cover and I don't want you guys to kind of experience the same thing, so either skip ahead or just kind of watch the whole video. Not really like clickbait or anything, just don't want you guys to run into the same issue as me. So yeah, let's get into this video. What's up everybody, welcome back, and welcome back to another episode of me doing random stuff with my Tacoma. Today we're getting into how to uninstall the OEM soft top or the Tonneau cover. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are with the Tacoma. It's pretty cold, it's early in the morning, but we're here to talk about the OEM trifold soft top Tonneau cover. This cover at the dealership's pretty expensive. Sometimes they're charging up to $700 to $800. I got this with the Tacoma, so kind of bargained with it a little bit, but you could get this part or something identical for like $200 online, but I'm not sure if it's actually genuine, but you can get something pretty similar. One thing that I like about this is how easy it is to remove. Basically all you have to do is use a 12mm socket wrench and undo this, and that's pretty much the only tool you need other than your muscles. So I like the accessibility, the easy installation, the pretty much just easy all around, and I love the way this one says Tacoma specifically for this truck. So yeah, let's see how it does. So I got a bed rug running in here right now. I'm going to be doing an installation video on this because I did this with the Chaos bed stiffeners. It's kind of a doozy of an install, but yeah, so the way this trifold cover works is you have a latch right underneath here, and you basically, all you have to do is pull this, lift up, and pretty much got it folded. And it folds twice, so it's pretty nice, it's pretty easy. And as far as like weathering goes, let me get out of the sun for you guys. As far as the weathering goes, it protects you. I mean, nothing's waterproof in the trunk bed just because of like this part right here. I think water can get in there pretty easily. I mean, if you're sticking a hose like up, it could shoot in, but I mean, the bed's waterproof, so it's not such a big deal unless you're doing like some truck bed camping. But yeah, it folds once, and then underneath it has another latch, which you just kind of, where's it at? Right here, and you could just do it with one hand. Yeah, you just kind of pull this up. I was stuck right there. So the way this thing works is it uses these little truck bed peg things right here, and it kind of just like latches onto this. So that's what locks it into place, and that's what stops it from like vibrating and stuff. But basically all the latches are on the left side, the pegs are on both. both sides. So yeah, this is kind of where it ends. It folds twice. The last latch is to actually remove it. And to remove it, it's super easy. I'll show you guys right now. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is pretty much the easiest installation. All you gotta do is you gotta take out this bolt with the 12mm wrench. So just take it, make sure it's loosened. Just get this off and make sure not to strip your bolts. It's a pretty easy one. I think it's about like 2 inches in. So yeah, let's do that. And loosen it. Put it in your pocket so you don't lose it. And let's get this next part going. You want to make sure that everything is pretty much folded, and then once that's at the very end, you pull the last one and you lift up on the left side, and then you also lift up on the right side. So the right side doesn't have a latch, just kind of lifts off, and there you go. That's how you uninstall it. So get over here real quick. There's nothing to grab. But let me show you what it's working with here. So basically the last thing's of course hitched onto this. And then this is kind of where it lays flat. They have a little thing right here so it lines up and it doesn't move around and you can't mess it up. And then this last part, this is where the screw goes down. So this is kind of like the only hard attachment point. So yeah, it's just as easy as that. Would highly suggest being careful when lifting this up. Otherwise you might make a mistake like I did here. So I was just being careless per usual and I accidentally chipped my paint, so be careful of that. You don't want to do that to your car. If you do this to your car, make sure to do some touch-up paint so you don't ever get any rust. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Is it worth it for the price of $700? Probably not, but you know, we live in a day and age where there's a ton of stuff online and you could easily get something that's highly similar for half the price. Even if you go used, like these things last so long that, you know, if you could find a good used product, I'd highly suggest going that route. But yeah, it's a pretty good mod. The only reason why we're getting rid of it is because we're going with a hard top, like a Lear camper shell, in the future. But I wanted to get this video into you guys before we got that installed. So yeah, comment down below, let me know what you think about how it looks, how functional it is, your guys' experience with it. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, before you guys go, this is kind of me talking from the future, just to kind of warn you guys on some trouble I'm currently experiencing, and I don't want you guys to experience that. So basically, in the time from when I shot this video and the time I am now editing this video, kind of been running into a little bit of trouble selling the tonneau cover. So let me tell you why. So what happened was I bought a camper shell and I worked with a guy to kind of install it, and we did like a nice job sealing it and it looks good. So one thing I didn't keep in mind was that when you're selling the OEM tonneau cover, and when you're selling any tonneau cover in general, they actually make different bumper caps for the tonneau cover specifically. So I thought that these were pretty much OEM and that all beds look alike, but they actually don't. The tonneau, basically the truck bed doesn't really come with those pegs, and that's something that's kind of like an added on feature. So what a lot of people do is when they sell their OEM tonneau covers, they basically
trade bumper caps, and that is really key to making the sale. I've had a couple people already inquire about it. They thought it was a really good price, but it always kind of ended in like, hey, are you willing to sell bumper caps? So it's kind of a hassle since we've already sealed the camper shell, and I mean that thing's like 180 pounds, which is not too bad. With two people, it shouldn't be really a problem. But if you are planning on selling your Tonneau cover in the future because you're getting a camper shell or just kind of changing the setup in general, be sure to sell before you buy a camper shell. Otherwise, you're just gonna kind of regret, you're gonna have a hard time selling it basically, because those bumper caps are pretty expensive. They're like $120. So either you're gonna be willing to cough up $120, or you gotta be willing to kind of like undo the installation that you did. So yeah, this is me talking from the future, trying to warn you guys just in case you run into this issue as well. So hopefully you found it helpful. So yeah, thank you guys.